Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're actually going to go ahead and review another one from the house of Parfums Vintage. We're touching on Rush of Unicorns. Now Rush of Unicorns is again another quote-unquote newer release. They've been releasing a lot from the house of Parfums Vintage, but again, disclaimer, they sent me this bottle for free. This was not purchased by me, so if you feel that I cannot be impartial, feel free, click away. For all you others, stick around. Let's just go ahead and get into the actual review. Now, I can tell you guys right off the bat that this is probably going to be a little bit different than the others because this is the very first time that I am actually going to be recommending a clone over a Creed, over the original Creed. Now, let's just go ahead and start with it. Now, when I smelled this one for the first time after spraying it on, the very first thing, I immediately knew what fragrance that this was actually trying to copy. It was trying to copy this little bad boy right here, Millésime Imperial from the House of Creed. Now, Millésime Imperial and the Creed fragrances to me have always been the kings of the warm weather fragrances, and Millésime Imperial was leading the charge. It is a sea salty, watermelon, citrus, ambergris type fragrance that just has it. It is a quintessential summer fragrance that will have you smelling good and at the same time cool you down, give you kind of a chill vibe, and that's always what Millésime Imperial has been giving off. And this smells exactly like it. Like I have, between the two, I'm telling you, between the two, I had a hard time. I could barely tell the difference, if any. There was like almost no difference between the two. Very similar but off the bat. So they managed to capture that essence of Millésime Imperial, that saltiness, man, that watermelon type of a vibe. Just, they managed to do it. Now, earlier I said that I would recommend this one over the original. Why? Why would I? I'm not talking about price here. Price, obviously, the original Millésime Imperial is going to cost you roughly 4 or 5 times as much as you're going to pay when you purchase this one. But, you know, why would I recommend this? Longevity and duration. The one knock that I have always had on Millésime Imperial has been its duration, its longevity, and things of that nature. Now, I didn't suffer from it too much, but I definitely seen over the years, you know, people suffering from that. And with me, it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Whereas this one, think of the original Millésime Imperial, but just amp it up in terms of its long-lasting effect on your skin, and that's what you get when you get Rush of Unicorns. I don't know how they did it, but they managed to do it, and they managed to make it last long. So rather than, you know, with the Millésime Imperial, you're getting that 4 to 6 hours. With this one, you're solidly getting 8 hours plus. And that is a feat in itself, and that corrected, to me, what was probably the biggest weakness of Millésime Imperial, despite the fact that I still love the actual fragrance. So, you know, money aside, and that was the key factor. Any of the fragrances, other fragrances that you would go after, I would still, for example, go for Aventus. Money aside, go for Aventus. Money aside, go for Green Irish Tweed. But this one, money aside, I'm still gonna say I'm gonna have to go with Rush of Unicorns over the original Creed's Millésime Imperial, which to me marks a kind of like a shocking kind of twist, because I almost 99% of the time I'm going for the original, but this one I'm gonna have to go for the clone. There are very, very few examples where I've gone after the clone instead of the original. I think the first one was probably Perialis Red over Aqua di Gio. I think that was one, but they're few and far between. That's the only other one that I can really think of right now, but a solid fragrance overall. So if I'm gonna go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I'm gonna go ahead and give this rating 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm not giving it 5 stars. And that's just my general principle. I can never give, I could never find myself giving it 5 stars just for the fact that this came second. It wasn't the first one to come, and they're still copying something that's actually out there, but you know, all outside of that, excellent fragrance overall. And if you're looking for a summer fragrance, definitely look in this direction. Solid fragrance overall. Can't say anything more about that. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free, leave a note, send me a message, do whatever you got to do. Thank you guys, take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.